Hi, this is Micornus Phokane, the leader and the founder of Church Governance Solutions. Today I want to speak about attributes of a great church leader. I want to speak about attributes of a great church leader. There are church leaders, and we know that we are not all on the same level. Some are great, some are not so great. Some are struggling still in leadership. Some are still learning to become great leaders. But all in all, we want to mention the attributes of great church leader so that we can learn from this and all of us start embarking on becoming great leaders. And this is very important that churches have great leaders because you're leading people of God. You're leading people that are inclined spiritually, people that want to look at a role model and follow. Very, very important that they follow a role model. They follow somebody who's a great leader. And that is why each church leader should actually aspire to become a great church leader. But therefore, there are attributes that we want to speak about today that might be helpful to you if you listen to them and therefore start pursuing them and become a great leader as well. The first one would be ability to clearly communicate a vision that excites the team to action. So you have got a vision, you are a leader, you are a visionary. Communicate that vision to the people. Make sure that they know the vision. Make sure that you write it down where they can read and run it. Make sure that you write it down and inspire them. But let it be in a way that it is exciting to the team. Put it in a way that is attractive, in a way that makes people to be interested and follow it. Because a vision that is put clumsily, in a way that is not interesting, people tend to forget it. People tend not to be inspired to do or follow that vision. But the more the vision becomes like a serious tagline that is interesting, actually it becomes something that is attractive to the eye and to the mind, it becomes catchy. It becomes really very interesting for people to remember and to people to follow it as well. Please make sure that you communicate your vision to the team. Communicate the vision to the people. Communicate the vision to the members so that they can be able to follow you and follow the vision where it goes and become part of what is happening in your vision. And that's very key. And that's sign and attribute of a great leader. A great leader communicates a vision. Secondly, a great leader will have a high tolerance for experimentation as well. Because remember, when you are starting a ministry, you're running a church, and when you are a great leader, you will allow people platform to experiment. People will be leaders of department, people will be members of the church. There's going to be a lot of experimentation. But great leaders are able to tolerate and be able to stand what we call experimentation. When people are trying out things and projects, when people are trying out methods of doing things, a great leader will be patient with that, even though that method may not be exactly that, may not be successful in that, may not be really what you want to see, but be tolerant as a great leader. That's attributes of great leader. They're tolerant to experimentation. When people are experimenting, they are patient with that because some of the experimenting, remember, may bring great results. And in fact, if we don't allow experimentation, we're not going to allow innovation. So if we don't allow innovation, therefore we'll not see new things in this ministry. We will not see progress in this ministry because progress is brought about by open mind of change. When people are ready to change, when people are innovative and they want to embrace new ideas, new things as well, it becomes very important that we're going to see success out of this. And I'm emphasizing this as well because it's very important that you open up to innovative ideas. There are people that are creative, but before we see the result of creativeness of people, they are going to need to experiment things. But a great leader is having an attribute of being tolerant to experimentation because they know experimentation gives birth to a proper innovation that will bring new things and progressive things, of course, in the ministry. Very, very important that we also look at a leader that's very good in setting tangible and practical achievable goals. When we speak about attributes of a great leader would always have goals, but those goals are actually broken down into small chunks of understandable direction. Goals that are short term, some could be medium term, and some will be long term, But somebody is able to break them down into immediate term, which is now the now term, and bring it in a way that is actually actionable. Bring them into tangible way that people are able to take it and use it now, or practice this action now. If you are able to do that, these are attributes of a great leader. That even the least of the intelligent people amongst you, they will be able to understand in simplicity how the vision is all about. Because those goals that you set for this vision, they are actually so clear to even people that are not educated. Even the most illiterate in your church, let them be able to embrace or to digest these goals and be able to implement them as well. It must not be a rocket science. It must never take a rocket science for people to know what goals you're having, that those plans and objectives that you're having, so that they can be able to implement them. No, it must be as easy as ABC. It must be as easy as people are able to pick it up and know exactly what direction this ministry is going to. These are the achievable goals, and to achieve them, we do that. And so they should actually know all of them, because then you're going to have more buy-in from everybody, and people are going to be able to do those goals because they are tangible, they are easy, they are very practical, and everybody knows as well on how to achieve them. Have a give it all attitude. Give it all it takes attitude always, and you must make sure that you sell yourself out for your own vision, sell yourself out for what you're called for, because when you do that, you are actually pulling the people along. You're making them to be interested, because for people to be interested in your vision and your calling, people are going to be interested when they see that you're interested. There are those leaders that are not interested in their own visions, and they don't show oomph and energy for their own vision and ministry. So because you don't do that, so you're going to actually miss out on getting people following you, because people want to follow the way. People want to follow you as an example. People want to follow you as somebody who is a role model. Now, as a visionary, when you do so, people are able to follow the every step of the way, and people are able to come along with you. And this is very important, and that is why I'm emphasizing it, that make sure that you're having this give it all it takes attitude, and you must actually sell yourself out completely and invest completely in it as well, and people will follow because they see that you are sold out. Have a great ability to recover from failures as well, because that will actually show that this is great attributes of a great leaders. Great leaders are able to recover from failures. Yes, failures, because great leaders also fail. And if great leaders fail, it is going to, what is going to determine a great leader is ability to recover from those failures and those mistakes. Because people that are not great leaders, they fail and give up. They fail and throw the towel away. And they make sure that they don't go back to the project and start it again. But great leaders, what they do is they will actually follow through to make sure that things happen, even though they failed, but acknowledge the fact that they failed, but also rise up and recover from those failures. And that's attributes of great leaders. And I want to urge you now as a leader that if you're going to be successful, be able to recover quickly from your own mistakes, be able to recover quickly from the failures that you've gone through. And when you become a quick recoverer, you are able actually to pull the people along, and people can follow you. Because remember, while you're still failing and delaying to recover quickly, you're going to lose people along the way. But if you recover quickly, those that are still hanging around will follow you and be with you through and through, because you have recovered quickly from mistakes. Don't stay in your mistake or your failures. I want to also mention that you need to have respect or high respect for value of each person, as well as their individual talents and gifts, because every member, every person that has decided to be part of your ministry is because they want to be part of what you are doing. And therefore, it is very important, therefore, that we emphasize that have great respect for each and every individual. Have a great respect for each and every one, so that people can feel respected And that is what is going to keep them to continue to support you in your vision. Because as a leader, people want to support you as a leader. And let us remember that even at working places, people don't leave companies. People leave leaders that are not caring. People are actually walking away from leaders. They're not walking away from employment or jobs and so on, but people are walking away from leaders. But attributes of a great leader is particularly somebody who will be able to actually take care of people individually. Somebody who's actually able to recognize the gifts of the people and their talents and nurture them with high respect as well. Very important. And this is a great attribute of a leader in a church. We need to also make sure that we have a high level of intensity and passion for excellence as well. Because when you don't have passion for excellence, you don't have intensity as well. You don't have actually give it all attitude into this work. Nobody will actually have that attitude of give it all. No one will actually have that passion as well if the owner of the vision doesn't have passion himself or herself. And we have seen that you find visionary not having passion in their own vision. And when you don't have vision in your own vision, don't expect other people to have a passion in the vision that you are not part of, or you are not having vision, a passion in yourself. Because if it is yours, then therefore you must show passion in it. And as you show passion in it, therefore everybody else will be able to show passion and become part of the great work of this work. Ability to adhere to basic principles, and please avoid being complicated. Please just be as easy as possible, and make sure that you are actually simplistic in nature and in your approach. In that regard, you will actually show attributes of a great leader, and people will follow people like that are simplistic in nature. And yourself, don't be complicated, don't be sophisticated, don't walk with pride and make people doubt who you are. Please make sure that you are as humble as somebody who's very humble, and you are able to actually attract people to follow you, because they would see how simplistic you are. That's great attribute as well of a leader. I want to end up here today. Your host, Micornus Phokane. Thank you very much for being part of this great topic, for listening to us and being part of this. We hope that you've learned out of this. We will post this on YouTube as well, so make sure that you follow and subscribe on our YouTube, on our Facebook page, Micornus Phokane, and the Facebook page, Church Governance Solutions. Please make sure that you click those likes, and then you get this videos coming through to you each time we post, when you have actually clicked that notification button. And you will learn out of this. It will help you, particularly for your church as a church leader. And I hope that you have learned out of this. May the good Lord bless you. Allow me to check out right here and say cheers for now.